it's Sarah, and this is my weekly update video. No clue what week it is, and I'm coming to you with a smile on my face, crazy hair, and an awesome, giant zit. I mean, beauty mark. You didn't know I had a beauty mark? Well, I do. I promise I will have the right date down below. Last week, after I made the video, I went to check the, see what the, how many weeks it was, and then I forgot what it is. So, yeah, I'll just jump into the numbers. I started my journey on April the 26th, 2012, and at that time, I weighed in at 357 pounds. This morning I weighed in at 177. So that, oh wait, last week I was 180. This week I'm 177. So there's a 3-pound loss for the week. I'm super pumped about that. Yeah, I really got back on the game last week. Tried to really push my water, started back running, and trying to eat as well as possible. It's been a really crazy week. My BFF was out of town all week, so I had her kiddos till Friday afternoon, and then Friday and Saturday night and Sunday morning and afternoon, I had my new niece because my brother and his wife went out of town for a anniversary trip. And then last night I had my cousin Faith's 4 kids. Actually, I only had 3 of the 4. She had something to do, so I had her kids. So I literally have not even had time to stop and make a video, just super busy. And I didn't weigh at all. Okay, well, I'm fixing to tell you a story about that. I have not weighed at home on my scale because I haven't been home. I've been keeping the kids at their house. Well, Faith's kids were at my house. So I weighed in this morning and it was 177. And honestly, I did not have the greatest weekend ever. Just because I was out of pocket at my brother's house. I think I ate like a bowl of cereal one day. I mean, obviously it wasn't like a whole bowl, but I don't even know what kind of cereal it was. I had packed food for the week for my best friend's house, and I had some of it with me at their house. But yeah, I just didn't make the best choices in the world. And I have not run since Thursday, so I have to get back on that today. Or exercise since Thursday. I ran Wednesday. I was supposed to run Friday, but I just ran out of time. So here we are, 177 pounds. So the weighing story is, I weighed one day this week at my best friend's house. Now, I don't normally weigh on her scale. I think I've weighed on her scale once or twice before. I don't know what her scale weighs in comparison to my scale, but I'm sure there's a difference just because there's scale differences. But when I was on her scale, when I got off, I weighed 184. Now, keep in mind, I was not butt naked. I think I may have had a shirt on. I think I just had underwear on. I can't remember. But 184. And when I stepped off the scale, I was so discouraged. I was like, I cannot believe I weighed 184. Keeping in mind that I've never weighed on her scale really before. So I don't know what that was in comparison to my scale. And as I was walking away, beating myself up mentally for weighing 184, I just realized how ridiculous that was. Because even though I was up from what my scale says, I weighed 184 pounds. That's insane. I am totally irrationally emotional, even though I'm not crying about that. I told my best friend that story, and then last night I was kind of telling my husband, or this morning I was telling my husband. And they both looked at me like I had 5 heads, because that is insane that I would be disappointed that I weighed 184 pounds. Do I have weight I need to lose still? Sure I do. But starting out at such a high weight, I think my biggest, the most I ever weighed that I can remember weighing was 365. To come from a number like that, or even 357, to weigh 184 pounds and be disappointed is insane. I mean, I still have ways to go, but just insane that I would be torn up about that. Some of these newbies that I keep watching that started out at a much smaller weight than I did, you know, some of them just 3 and 4 months out are almost under 200 pounds. And so for them, 180 pounds would probably seem not good enough for them. And I'm not saying that I'm accepting it necessarily, because I still have weight I want to lose, but I'm accepting it. 184 pounds. In saying that, I weighed 177 this morning. Woo-hoo. And let me just tell you, all the praise goes to the man upstairs. This morning when I got on the scale and I said 177, I just looked at it for a second. And then I thought, oh, 177. And then I thought, 177? Crazy talk. So, and then I thank the Lord that, you know, I'm at that point in my journey. So yeah, here I am standing here 18 months post-op. How do I feel about that? It's a weird place to be. I know that I weigh 177 pounds because I weighed on the scale this morning. I read it with my eyes. We've talked about this in several past videos. Looking at myself not now, I'm thinking I look huge. Not at all what I thought 177 pounds would look like. It's funny because I've always been really good at guessing other people's weight. Not that I walked around guessing people's weight, but weight and age are typically something I'm not so bad at. My best friend, terrible. Sizes. I'm pretty good at sizes. Eyeballing somebody and being like, ooh, they could probably wear like a extra large or a 2X. And my best friend was always notorious for being like, hey, I had this one shirt's a medium. I mean, it looks really big. Okay, I was wearing like 3, 4 X's, some 5, not really 5s, but 3 and 4 X's. I think I did have one 5X shirt from Walmart. And she would say, I mean, this one shirt looks big. And I'll be like, Brie, my butt's not gonna fit in there. Well, just try, like if I needed a shirt or something in her house, and just wear it, just try it on. And it would be like skin tight, like I could get it on, or sometimes I couldn't get it on. But I feel like I've always been good at judging other people's sizes. Myself, not so much at all. It's really an odd place to be in. Such an odd place. I sometimes see it when I look at pictures of myself. But then I find myself critiquing things about my body that I really dislike, like my arms, or my legs, or this goozle I have here. Instead of just looking at the overall picture of the success I've had and how awesome, how much more awesome I am now. Or how much more what I've gained. I just keep looking at the negative. Really have to stop that. Really have to stop that. I've really got some issues there. Yes, I've resized my rings and they're still too big. Also, you know, when I started this journey, and I've talked about this a million times, I really did not have a goal per se. I just wanted to be healthy. I wanted to be a mom. I wanted to just lose some weight. And I remember thinking 180 was such a good number for me because I would just be so much smaller, but not tiny. But I really never thought I'd get there. I never thought I would look to you and say, I'm wearing a large. Actually, this one may be a medium. This sweatshirt may be a medium. I never look to you and say, I'm wearing a 14. I can wear 12s. I can zip them up and wear them. I never thought I would be at that point. But now that I'm here, it's such a weird thing because I don't see it about myself. So, you know, I still look at videos or pictures and it's just such an odd place to be. And it disappoints me that I'm not accepting it more. When I look at other people and you told me that they weighed 177, I would never look at that person and think that I was big or they were big. But looking at myself, I feel like I'm still really big. You know, that being said, since I decided to make a goal, my goal has been 165. And when I think at 177, I'm 12 pounds away from that, I'm like, what? That's A, insane. B, you know, 12 pounds is a lot of weight, but from where I'm at, I'm really physically not going to look that much different 12 pounds from right now. Now, in saying that, my clothes may fit a little different. I will probably for sure be able to fit in those 12s. And I'm in some 12s, but I mean like overall. There will be some differences. My rings may get a little looser, whatever. But just in general, 12 pounds from where I'm at right this very second, even though 12 pounds is a lot of 12 pounds, 12 pounds is a lot of 12 pounds. That makes sense, huh? It's not going to be physically that much different for me. So I'm thinking to myself, you know, maybe I need to shoot for smaller. At 18 months out, I don't know if that's going to happen. You know, at this point, I just want to stay for sure 100% under 180. I want to get to 165. Maybe I need to think about 150. I cannot imagine being that small. You would think that I would start to process these things and understand how much smaller I am and see myself really for what I am, just based on the fact that I've got, my best friend has some clothes that I'm wearing. Yeah. You know, that one dress I took a picture and put on Instagram on the cruise was a medium sundress. That's too big for her now because she's lost like 25 pounds because she took on this journey with me. But, you know, like a year and a half ago, 6 months ago really, because she's really dropped the weight just in like the last 6 to 8 months, probably since January. She was wearing that dress. And to be, I mean, she's never weighed 180, but she was, you know, 150 something, the high 150s at one point, I think. I don't think she ever got to 160, but for sure 150. But just think about that I am, and our bodies are shaped different, but think about where I am in association to that. This weekend, when I was at my brother and sister-in-law's house, I'd only packed one pair of pajamas for the whole week at my best friend's house, and I was just going to do laundry when I got there, but I was exhausted, so I ended up getting in my sister-in-law's drawers, like physically the drawers, and not like her underpants. Sorry. And wearing some pajamas and a sweatshirt that were hers. I think the pajama bottoms were larges, and they were big. And the sweatshirt was a medium, and it fit just fine. So when I think about things like that I can do, I know that I have to be smaller. I have to look smaller. People that know me know where I started from. They're all so complimentary, and they're all like, oh my gosh, you're so skinny now. You're so tiny. You know, my family over and over again, skinny mini, you're so little, it's so weird, you're just so small. And I know, I hear those things, but all I just keep thinking is, it's just because they knew where I started. If you saw me on the street walking around, you would never say to yourself, that's a skinny girl. So it's such an odd place to be in. And above all else, I still struggle with things. I struggle with water. I struggle with food. I struggle with making good decisions. I struggle with not feeling like working out and still having to work out. I have so many struggles on this journey. But the biggest struggle of all, hands down, has been mental. Mentally being in the place to see my success. Mentally being in the place where I have to accept who I am right now in this moment. Mentally being in the place where I say, you don't have a choice. You have to have protein first because that's who you are now. You would think after 18 months these things would get easier, and they have for the most part, but there's still struggles. And I know that this is something that I have to deal with daily, that is always going to be this way. This is a lifelong journey, and I never thought any different, but at the same time, I think in my mind, I thought there would come a day where it wouldn't be as much as a struggle. And at this point where I'm at, and maybe it's just because I don't have, I don't know, it's still a struggle. So I'm saying that with a smile on my face. One other thing I need to quickly mention, because I'm at 14 minutes and I need to go because I think I have to cut off at 15, is I've got hair loss again, quite a bit. And I don't know if it's from the body wave or what. If it's from the crazy weight loss, I don't know. So I'm a little concerned about that. But other than that, guys, that's where I'm at. That's where we are, 18 months out. Here I am, 100, look at my arms, 178 pounds, but you really can't see me because I'm in this giant sweatshirt. 77 pounds. That's what I'm at. So, good times. No day but today. Have a great week. See you tomorrow for Tip and Trick Tuesday. Bye.